Welcome to Abood Kadid English channel. I would like to talk to you today about sentence structure, or more specifically, sentence types. Now, we understand that when we communicate, I'm trying to explain to you kind of a message and you're trying to listen to me. But what is the best way that you are able to understand me? If I'm trying to give you some kind of explain myself in a very using complex words and sentences, it's going to be difficult for you to understand me. So the best way is to begin with the simplest form of an English sentence. That's why today we're going to talk about sentence types or the sentence structure in the English language. There are four different kinds of sentence types in the English language. The first one is called the simple sentence. And the simple sentence has just one clause. Let's look at an example. So, I went to the park to eat a hamburger. I is the subject, went is verb 2 of go. So I subject, went is verb. In the past, action is complete. To the park to eat a hamburger is the object. That's a long object. So I went to the park. Another example. Uh, I stayed late last night. I stayed late last night. A simple sentence that has a subject, a verb, and an object. I'm not going to go in the discussion of the objects because we have direct, indirect objects, and we have prepositions and all of this. So let's focus on what is a simple sentence. So, and a simple sentence may have additional phrases. So, for example, Kyle, Keith, and Doug, my best friend from middle school, went to the playhouse and watched Shakespeare's Hamlet. Now, let's talk about the concept of coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions could be summarized into the acronym FANBOYS. F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, yet stands, Y stands for yet, S stands for so. Let's dive into compound sentences. So, compound sentences, you see now, I have my hands. Compound sentences are two or more clauses joined with a coordinating conjunction. So, let's go back a bit. We talked about a simple sentence. A simple sentence is a complete thought that has a subject, verb, and an object. I have one complete sentence over here, another complete sentence over there. I combine both of these two together, then I end up with a compound sentence. So let's look at an example. So, I went home so I could get some sleep. I went home. It has all the components of a simple sentence. I went home. The meaning is complete. The thought is complete. I went home stands alone as a sentence. I could get some sleep is another complete sentence that has a subject and a verb and an object. I went home so I could get some sleep. Together, they are called compound sentence because they are joined with so. Two independent thoughts could be joined by a coordinating conjunction. It is called a compound sentence. And this is the second form of an English sentence. Let's continue. And let's look at another example. Doug did his math work, but he got some wrong, yet he didn't mind. So now we have a little bit some differences here. Let's analyze it a bit further. Doug did his math work. So the first piece is complete, right? Doug did his math work. Now I have but. What is but? But is a coordinating conjunction. But he got some wrong. He got some wrong is another complete sentence. I have joined one complete sentence, which is Doug did his math work, with another complete sentence, he got some wrong, with but, then I have a compound sentence. I will talk about yet he didn't mind later on. I just would like you to think about this compound sentence. Let's talk about the third kind of an English sentence, which is called a complex sentence. Now here, subordinating conjunctions come into play. And the most common kinds of subordinating conjunctions are after, although, as, because, before, even, if, no, now that, once, since, that, though, unless, until, when, whenever, where, wherever, while. Now you may tell me, Teacher Aboud, what is that? I have a coordinating conjunction and now you're giving me subordinating conjunction. What's going on? I understand. You know, think about that. For example, suppose you live in a high-rise apartment, okay? And you have 120 floors. And all of a sudden, electricity shuts down. Total, complete, no more electricity. What are you going to do? You have to use the emergency exit. So you're going to use the stairs. You're going to go down 120 stairs. So step by step. I am sorry. In life, no pain, no gain. So step by step, you can build your English structure. This is why I'm telling you. Remember, we have a simple sentence, the simple form. Look, we have a simple sentence. What is that? Is this a simple sentence or a compound? It is a simple sentence. Again, we have a simple sentence. Let's revise. What is a compound sentence? We have a simple sentence and we have a compound sentence. We have two complete thoughts joined by and, a compound sentence. And in a compound sentence, I just said before, we use what? A coordinating conjunction. Now we talk about subordinating conjunctions. Let's look at an example for complex sentences. So, complex sentences are two or more sentences, okay, clauses joined by subordinating conjunction. In a complex sentences, one sentence is complete, the other is not complete. In a compound sentence, both sentences are complete. Both have complete thoughts and both are independent sentences. We join them by what? A coordinating conjunction. However, in a complex sentence, one sentence is dependent on the other. The other is what? A complete sentence. So let's look at an example. Okay, this is a kind of a good example. Unless you want trouble, you should stop. Now here, suppose I tell you, unless you want trouble. Think about it. Unless you want trouble by its own. Is it a complete thought? Does it stand alone by itself? Is it a complete sentence? It's not. Because you have unless. What is unless? We just look at it. Unless is what? A subordinating conjunction. Aha. When you have a subordinating conjunction at the beginning, then the sentence is not complete because you're saying, unless you want trouble, okay, what comes next? Since it's a dependent clause, a dependent sentence, so you begin with unless, then what do you have? A comma. So, unless you want trouble, a comma, you should stop. Now, you should stop by itself. Does it stand alone as a sentence? Think about it. Well, you should stop has a subject, verb, you should stop. The meaning is complete, so together, unless you want trouble, you should stop is a complex sentence because we have unless. Let's look at another example. You should stop because I'm getting mad. This is an example, okay? You should stop because I'm getting mad. You should stop by itself, one sentence, complete meaning. Because I'm getting mad by itself does not stand alone as a sentence, does not have a chance. Why? Because you have because. So, you should stop. I began the sentence with a complete thought. Therefore, I do not need a comma. You see, if I go backwards a bit, excuse me. If I go backwards, yes. Unless you want trouble, when you begin your sentence with unless, since this is a dependent clause, the meaning is not complete, then I have a comma. In the second example, I am starting the sentence with a complete thought, then I don't have to have a comma. Therefore, I just continue. So I have you should stop because I'm getting mad. And this is a complete, actually a complex sentence. Let's continue. And the last type of an English sentence type is called compound complex sentences. I'm just going to go briefly here because I don't really want to kind of go in, more deeply into this topic. I just want to read you the definition here. But I will give you hopefully some simple examples. So, has an independent clause and at least two dependent clauses, one of which is joined with a coordinating conjunction and one with a subordinating conjunction. Let's look at an example. How many times you are told you need to pay attention in the class? And what happens when you don't pay attention? Well, if you don't pay attention in the class, and then on the test, it's going to be hard to pass the test. So look at this example. Because I paid attention, I got an A on the test, and I was so happy. Because I paid attention, look, what kind of sentence is that? Well, because I paid attention, it's starting with because, which is subordinating or coordinating? Think about it. Subordinating conjunction, yes. And I'm starting with a subordinating conjunction. It follows a thought which is incomplete. Therefore, I have a comma. I got an A on the test. I got an A on the test is a complete thought. I was so happy, another complete thought. Now, because I paid attention, comma, I got an A on the test. The entire structure is called a complex sentence. Now, I have this big complex sentence joined by another complete sentence, which is I was so happy, right? Using and, which is a subordinating conjunction? No, a coordinating conjunction. So I have a compound complex sentence. Think about it again. The complex sentence is because I paid attention, I got an A on the test. That is a complex sentence joined by and I was so happy. That's a compound complex sentence. Let's take the last example for today. Let's use an easy example. Okay? I got up so tired today that I couldn't focus all day. I got up that I was so tired today and I couldn't focus all day. I have that. So actually this is a complex sentence. Comma. And I realized I needed to sleep. So again, I got up so late today that I couldn't focus all day long, and I realized I needed to get rest. I have a complex sentence plus and another complete sentence. Think about it. Complex plus and simple. So when you have a complex sentence joined by another simple sentence using a subordinated conjunction, which is and or nor or fanboys, then you have what? Complex compound. And this is the fourth kind of an English type of sentence. My suggestion to you, now we know all four different kinds of sentence types. One way to improve your grammar skills is just if you like to watch TV or if you listen to the radio, and I know the radio is becoming obsolete nowadays, just listen. Number one, listen for 10 minutes a day and write on a piece of paper. So we have what? Simple, compound, complex, compound, complex. And the moment you hear an example of a simple sentence, tick it. Tick, tick, ticks. There is nothing called, look, again, I go back to my previous example. Some people say 99%. Some people say that sometimes when we work, it depends on luck. I don't believe in luck. You work hard 99% of the time, and luck comes 1%. So listen to the news, watch the radio, and tick those examples. Practice with your family at home, right? Practice with your brother, practice with your sister, whatever. And read some stories, okay? You read a novel, right? Do you read a novel at home? A newspaper. Read the internet, right? As you're reading, just underline simple sentences, complex sentences. Any questions that you have, Abood Kadid English channel, I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Again, this has been done specifically designed for you. Anyone who is in the world, okay, is designed for you. We want to make English language easier for you. And please, I need your comments, okay? I need you to subscribe to this channel. I need you need your comments, because without you, this channel actually is nothing, okay? Take care and enjoy Abood Kadid English channel, and bye for now.